Today our learning intention is we are learning to read quarter past times on an analog clock. So moving on from what we've been learning the last couple of days, we're working again with our analog clock. So it's the round clock face with the numbers around the edge and the two hands. Can you remember which hand is which? Remember, I have written my words out, and the word minutes is the long word, so it goes on the big hand, and the word hours is the short word, so it went on the short hand. So my big hand was my minutes hand, and my small hand was my hours hand. Let's just go over what we've been learning the last couple of days. So we learned o'clock times. So if you've not got your clock with you just now, pause the video and go and get it so you can work along with me. Okay, so o'clock times. Can you remember where the big hand needs to be for an o'clock time? Yes, it needs to be up at the 12, right in the middle of that 12 there. And then our hour hand points to one of the numbers. So if I put the hour hand round here, it's pointing right in the middle of the 10, which means it's 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. You see if you can set your clock to 10 o'clock. Okay, let's try another one. My minutes hand's not going to change because it's going to be an o'clock time again, and I'm going to put my hour hand there, so it's right in the middle of my 5. What time is that? Good, it's 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. You try now to set your time on your clock to 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. Okay, so my minutes hand doesn't need to move because it's at the 12, that's an o'clock time, but my hour hand does. It needs to go round to 7 to make 7 o'clock. Fab. Okay, so we learned about o'clock times. We also learned about half past times. Can you remember where our hands need to be for half past times? One of them needs to be in a special place. That's right, our minutes hand needs to come from the o'clock part at the 12, and it needs to go round halfway round the clock. Imagine that you were cutting your clock in half. It's going round to the halfway point. So if your minutes hand is at the 6, that means it's a half past time. So here, this is 9:30, and you'll remember that the hour hand doesn't go right in the middle of the 9, it goes halfway between the 9 and the 10. It's not reached 10 o'clock yet, still in 9, 9:30. 9:30. Okay, what time is this now? Good. 4:30, because our minute hand is pointing at our 6. 4:30. 4:30. Now it's your turn. You try to set your clock to 11:30. 11:30. Okay, so it's 4:30. Our minute hand is going to point to our 6 still. So well done if your minute hand is there. 11:30. And remember, it goes just in between the 11 and the 12 there. 11:30. Fantastic. Well done if you're getting all of these right. So today we're going to move on to another time. So we've done o'clock, we've done half past times. Now we're going to look at quarter past times. Quarter past. So when it is 15 minutes past 1, we don't ever say that. We say quarter past 1, quarter past 10, quarter past 9. Quarter past, so when we were doing half past, our minutes hand came from the 12, and we chopped our clock in half like it was a cake, and it came round to here. But imagine if you were cutting a cake and you didn't want half of it, you just wanted a quarter. You would cut it that way too, wouldn't you? So there's our minute hand at our 12, and we want to come a quarter of the way around the clock. So there's what a quarter of your cake or a quarter of your clock looks like. So your minute hand is going to be at the 3 this time for quarter past. Okay, and your hour hand, so if we're doing quarter past 6, It's not right in the middle because it's not o'clock. It's gone past o'clock a little bit, so it's a little bit after your 6. It's not quite at 1/2 yet in the middle. It's not come all, the minute hand hasn't come all the way down, it's just got to here, so it's just a little bit after 6. So there, 1/4 right in the middle of the 3, 6. Let's try another one. Let's try and set our time to 8:15. So our minutes hand is going to be at the 3 and we're going to come round to the 8, just a little bit after 8 o'clock, so just a little bit after the 8. 8:15. 8:15. You see, if you can set your time to 1:15. 1:15. Pause the video now and have a go on your clock. Okay, 1:15. So we know at 1/4, our minute hand is right on that 3. 1:15. We need to bring our hour hand round to the 1. It's going just a little bit after 1:15. 1:15. Okay, I'm going to take these clues away now. See if we can do it and remember which one's the minute and the hour hand. Can you set your clock to 12:15? 12:15. So we know it's 1/4, so we know we need to come round to the 3 with our big minutes hand. Remember the word minutes is longer than the word hour, so that's the big hand. So here's 1/4. 1:15. Coming just a little bit after the 1 there. 1:15. 1:15. Well done if you got that one. That's quite tricky, 1/4. So don't worry if you're finding it a little bit difficult because we're going to have lots of practice together. Can you now set your clock to 3:15? 3:15. Okay, so it's 1/4, so we know our big minutes hand is going to the 3. It's 3:15, so my hour hand is going to have to come round underneath there, and it's just after the 3, so it's covering it up a little bit, but that's okay. So it's 3:15. 3:15. Okay, this time see if you can set your clock to 2:15. 2:15. So big minute hand at the 3 for 1/4. Hour hand needs to go round to the 2 and just a little bit after the middle of the 2. 2:15. Well done if you got that one. Okay, so I'm going to move my clock over and I've got some other clocks here and I want us to decide what time is it. So I'd like you to pause the video, have a little look and tell me what time is this clock set to. Okay, let's have a look. So we've got a big hand, which is really close to the number there, and a shorter hand, which is further away. You can see the gap there. So that's our minutes hand. Put an M for minutes there, and that's our hours hand. So our minutes hand is pointing to the 3. It's right at the 3 in the middle. And our hours hand is just a little bit past the 11 there. See that? So if our minute hand is at the 3, we know from today that that means that it is 1/4 the hour. So we're going to write 1/4, and it is 11:15. 11:15. Well done if you got that one right. The word quarter is quite a difficult one, so make sure you take a wee note of that because you're going to need it for your work today. Okay, what time is it this time? So pause the video and see if you can write the time just like we did there. Okay, so we've got our big hand, which is really close to the number, and our little hand that's further away. The big hand is at the 3. It's gone a quarter of the way around the clock from the 12, because there you can see if we cut it in half, that would be 1/2. And into quarters, 1/4, so it's 1/4 again. And this time, let's look at our little hours hand. It's gone a little bit past the 10. It's not reached 11 o'clock yet, little bit past the 10, still in the hour 10, so it's 10:15. 10:15. past 10. Well done if you got that one right. Here's another one. Pause the video and see if you can write the answer to this one. Okay, so big hand, minute hand's at the 3, so we know it's quarter past. And that's our learning intention today. So we're getting lots of practice of quarter past. Small hour's hand is just past the 8, so it's quarter past 8. Quarter past 8. Give yourself a tick if you got that one right. Let's do a couple more. Pause the video and write the time. Okay, big minute hand is at the 3, so we know it's quarter past. And this small hour hand is just after the 9. And on your worksheet today, if you're finding it a little bit difficult to see where it is, you can just draw a little line and see where it is. It's quarter past 9 for this one. What about this one? What do you think? Okay, so big hand's at the 3 again, so we know that means it's quarter past. Where's the small hand? It's just after the 7, so it's quarter past 7. What about this one? What time is it? Okay, the big hand's at the 3, so we know it's quarter past. And the small hand is just after the 6, so it's quarter past 6. Well done if you're getting these right. If you're not, see if you can spot where you're going wrong and fix it. Okay, last one. See if you can spot what time it is here. Okay, so our big hand is at the 3, which again, just like our learning intention, it's quarter past that we're reading, quarter past. Small hand is just past the 5, so it's quarter past 5. Well done if you got that right. So your job today is you are going to be doing a worksheet and it's all about quarter past times. Okay, there's 2 jobs on this worksheet. The first job is asking you to read the times underneath the clocks and add the hands in. So let's do the first one together. First one says quarter past 12. So we know if it's quarter past, the big hand is going to be where? It's going to be at the 3. So it's the big hand, so it's almost touching the number 3. I need to make sure it's really nice and big so that I can see it. I go from that middle bit right over to the 3 and I put my big hand in. And the small hand for quarter past 12 is going to be just a little bit past 12. So I'm going to make my small hand nice and small, quarter past 12. So you have to do that for all of these ones that don't have the hands on them all the way down to here. The next part, the hands are drawn in for you. And what you need to do is you need to tell me what time is it. So let's look at this first one here together. I can see my big hand's at the 3, so what does that mean? It means it's quarter past. So I write quarter. And you'll be able to write smaller than me because you'll have a pencil. I've got this big pen so that you can see it. Quarter past, and it's just past the 11, so it's quarter past 11. Okay, I'm looking forward to seeing all of your good work, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next part. Bye.